Hello, and welcome to another edition of Day Drinking with Kevin. Today, we're on the road in Napa visiting Green and Red Vineyards. We are being hosted by the owners, and we are having an amazing time. I can't wait to share with you what makes this place so special.
So Green and Red, a lot of people ask about the name.
Mm-hmm.
And why two colors, green and red? You know, I'll tell you, at Christmas, it's a really good Christmas gift. In fact, you know, my old law firm in New York City used to buy it as Christmas gifts for people because it's so popular. But green and red, it's a bit of a mystery. Jay was an artist who planted this vineyard, and he'd never give artists will never give you a full answer. They'll never tell you, hey, you know, chapter 4 of my book meant this. No, so he was always a little bit of a mystery. But what it really is, green and red, is the soil. And what you have here is red chert soil with green veins of green serpentine running through it. And red chert, I have a piece of it right here, is actually a marine layer, an ophiolite rock. It's rich and red, iron rich, a fantastic growing medium. I mean, look at the soil. You wouldn't want to grow tomatoes in it, but no. You know, vines are counterintuitive. You want your vines to struggle, you know, but it's nutrient rich, but you know, the vines really have to struggle to get through here. Green serpentine is actually the state rock of California. It's everywhere. That might not be the growing medium, but it'd be rare to have a vineyard that didn't have some green serpentine in the state of California. So there you have green and red, and that's the name. This is the label of green and red. And a lot of people think that this might be Asian, like it looks like a junk or something. We have a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Asians who really love our wine, and they think so, and it's an auspicious red color. But the truth of the matter is, this is actually the Dionysus cup. It's Greek. And it's an image that was done by an artist who also works with Chez Panisse restaurant. But this is actually the Dionysus cup. And when I say cup, it's a drinking cup. It's in a museum in Munich, Germany. And it actually has two handles, and you could put an entire 750 milliliters of wine into the cup. But the cup itself, it has an image of a Homeric hymn to Dionysus, the god of wine, and the hymn, Homer's hymn, goes something like this: there's some Greek, some Etruscan pirates who are cruising along in the Aegean, and they see the strapping guy up on a hill with flowing robes, and they say, oh, this guy, he came from a great family, you know, this guy, they must have a lot of money, we should grab him and seek a ransom for him. And so they pull up to the shore, and they're tying this guy to the mast of the boat, and the helmsman of the boat says, wait a second, this is a really bad idea. This guy is Zeus. He's a god. He's the son of a god. You know, we're in big trouble. We should just leave him alone. And the other pirates are like, get out of here. We're pirates. That's what we do. And so they take him out to sea. And of course, the helmsman turns out to be right. Their captive is the god of wine, Dionysus. And what happens then is the hull of the ship starts to fill with sweet, bubbling wine. It was divine. The scent was intoxicating. The sea turns wine red all around them. Grapevines start to grow and pop up on either side of the mast, and grapes start to pop out all around. Dionysus turns into a lion, and he attacks the captain of the pirate ship. The other pirates jump into the water and cowering in fear, and they're turned into dolphins. All except the helmsman, who's spared. Top vineyard right here. We were in Childs Mill below, which we had talked about being in the fog line, in the inversion layer, as the geeks would say. Here, we're at Tip Top, which is above the inversion layer. You see the fog coming in. It looks like a sea coming in here when it's the growing season. So here, what you get is sun and ripeness. It's a northern exposure, though, so it is a moderated sun. But because of that, these are the first grapes that get picked when we have harvest. And then finally, Childs Mill will be the last one that's picked. There's a lot of hang time there.
So in the food world, when you're cooking, you're trying to balance salt, fat, acid, heat. These are common categories that people talk about. What you need to start with in the middle of your box is great ingredients, and that's for food. So when we talk about wine, we still have the acidity. We still have the heat, which is the perception of alcohol or how hot the wine feels. And you're also balancing tannins and color. So what you still need to start with in the middle is grapefruit. And what barrel aging can do, the reason we age, it can sort of take the edges off of things like acidity and tannins, or sometimes add tannins if that's what it needs. But the key is to start with grapefruit, great ingredients. Same for food as it is for wine.
Well, there you have it. We had a wonderful day at Green and Red Vineyards. Thank you so much for the hospitality. We really enjoyed it, and you really showed us a lot about what the place means and the effect on the wine. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Day Drinking with Kevin. And leave some comments down below. And if you have ideas for future episodes, let me know about it. Until next time, this is Kevin McGuire saying, salute.